morning. This is River, and I'm here with Lesson 92 from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 92 is Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. The idea for today is an extension of the previous one. You do not think of light in terms of strength and darkness in terms of weakness. That is because your idea of what seeing means is tied up with the body and its eyes and brain. Thus, you believe that you can change what you see by putting little bits of glass before your eyes. This is among the many magical beliefs that come from the conviction you are a body and the body's eyes can see. You also believe the body's brain can think. If you but understood the nature of thought, you could but laugh at this insane idea. It is as if you thought you held the match that lights the sun and gives it all its warmth, or that you held the world within your hand, securely bound until you let it go. Yet this is no more foolish than to believe the body's eyes can see, the brain can think. It is God's strength in you that is the light in which you see, as it is His mind with which you think. It is God's strength in you that is the light in which you see, as it is His mind with which you think. His strength denies your weakness. It is your weakness that sees through the body's eyes, peering about in darkness, to behold the likeness of itself, the small, the weak, the sickly, and the dying, those in need, the helpless and afraid, the sad, the poor, the starving, and the joyless. These are seen through eyes that cannot see and cannot bless. Strength overlooks these things by seeing past appearances. It keeps its steady gaze upon the light that lies beyond them. It unites with light of which it is a part. It sees itself. It brings the light in which yourself appears. In darkness, you perceive a self that is not there. Strength is the truth about you. Weakness is an idol falsely worshipped and adored, that strength may be dispelled and darkness rule where God appointed that there should be light. Strength comes from truth and shines with light its source has given it. Weakness reflects the darkness of its maker. It is sick and looks on sickness, which is like itself. Truth is a savior and can only will for happiness and peace for everyone. It gives its strength to everyone who asks in limitless supply. It sees that lack in anyone would be a lack in all. And so it gives its light that all may see and benefit as one. Its strength is shared, that it may bring to all the miracle in which they will unite in purpose and forgiveness and in love. Weakness, which looks in darkness, cannot see a purpose in forgiveness and in love. It sees all others different from itself and nothing in the world that it would share. It judges and condemns but does not love. In darkness, it remains to hide itself and dreams that it is strong and conquering, a victor over limitations that but grow in darkness to enormous size. It fears and it attacks and hates itself, and darkness covers everything it sees, leaving its dreams as fearful as itself. No miracles are here, but only hate. It separates itself from what it sees, while light and strength perceive themselves as one. The light of strength is not the light you see. It does not change and flicker and go out. It does not shift from night to day and back to darkness till the morning comes again. The light of strength is constant, sure as love, forever glad to give itself away, because it cannot give but to itself. No one can ask in vain to share its sight, and no one who enters its abode can leave without a miracle before his eyes, and strength and light abiding in his heart. The strength in you will offer you the light and guide your seeing so you do not dwell on idle shadows that the body's eyes provide for self-deception. Strength and light unite in you, and where they meet, yourself stands ready to embrace you as its own. Such is the meeting place we try to find and rest in. For the peace of God is where yourself, your son, is waiting now to meet itself again and be as one. Let us give 20 minutes twice today to join this meeting. Let yourself be brought unto yourself. Its strength will be the light in which the gift of sight is given you. Leave then the dark a little while today, and we will practice seeing in the light, closing the body's eyes and asking truth to show us how to find the meeting place of self and self, where light and strength are one. Morning and evening we will practice thus. After the morning meeting, we'll use the day in preparation for the time at night where we will meet again in trust. Let us repeat as often as we can the idea for today, and recognize that we are being introduced to sight and led away from darkness to the light where only miracles can be perceived. So 20 minutes is the recommended practice. So let's close our eyes, and I'm going to just guide for do a little reflection on this, but not go into the full 20 minutes, which I think is best on your own to do, where in that 20 minutes you really sink in on your own. But here I'm just going to close my eyes, take a breath in and out. And in this practice, now we're being asked to join with the light, where strength and light are one. And the light is constant and never flickers and goes out. It's always present, and it gives itself to the light it sees. And it never loses any part of itself while it gives itself away. And all who are welcomed into this abode of light are met with love and forgiveness. And it says, none who can ask in vain to share its light, and none who enters its abode can leave without a miracle before his eyes and strength and light abiding in his heart. The light of strength is constant, sure as love, forever glad to give itself away, because it cannot give but to itself. So the light in you giving to the light in the other, and no one can ask in vain to share its sight, and no one who enters its abode can leave without a miracle and strength and light abiding in his heart. The strength in you will offer you the light and guide your seeing so you do not dwell in idle shadows that the body's eyes provide for self-deception. Strength and light unite in you, and where they meet, yourself stands ready to embrace you as its own. Such is the meeting place we try today to find and rest in. For the peace of God is where yourself, your Son, is waiting now to meet itself again and be as one. So just allowing this image of yourself in the light, fully in the light, to come across your awareness. Maybe it's who you perceive you to be in the future, or when you're enlightened or at one with God. Allow this image of yourself to appear in your mind. And it's you fully embraced as yourself, fully in light, fully in strength. And that image of you is coming closer to you and is saying, come with me. I have something to show you. I am already with God, and I'm always with you, waiting for you to remember me and to embrace me as your only identity. And feel the strength in you rise up and the light in you rise up and connect with you. And know that this is the truth about you and the truth of what you're thought of in God's mind, and the way God continues to think of you and know you. And you feel yourself flooded with light and joy and peace and strength. And this is what you want to, what you're remembering and what you're resting in and what you're claiming for the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to just softly open my eyes, bring my hands to prayer, and just wish you a beautiful meditation with yourself in the quiet, knowing that your light and strength is one. And remembering miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Wishing you all the best.